In this video, I am participating in Heidi and Lindsay Domer's Spring Floral Challenge, and we have to make our own flowers. So if you want to see what I've got going on, keep watching. Welcome to This and That with Denise Jordan. I teach women to make wise home health and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. Or if you want to see product reviews about products that can benefit you in your home, subscribe, because I do videos about those topics all the time. So hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. But definitely check out the show notes in the description box below, because that's where I'll link my favorite housekeeping and gardening solutions. Okay, let's jump into it. Heidi at Happily Thriving Heidi and Lindsay Domer at Domer Home has issued their annual Spring Floral Challenge. And this time they threw in a twist. We can't buy the flowers, we have to make our own. So I am going to make some paper roses. So let me show you what I'm going to be using. First of all, I'm going to be using this, my iPad Pro, because I'm going to be watching a video by April Will on how to make paper roses. Then I'm going to be using this, which is some scrapbooking paper. I'm not sure which of these two floral stems I'm going to use, but one of them. I need a pen to help curl the paper and a pair of scissors and my cutter so that I can cut the paper. So let's get it started. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this paper into 4-inch strips. It's 12 by 12 and I need to make squares, so I'm going to cut it into 4-inch strips and make my squares that way. And yes, my husband is in the background. He's giving me little cues. As you know, I need them. He's so helpful like that. Actually, he's a retired art teacher, so he's pretty good and pretty patient. I've got my squares, and now I will get the iPad open and start looking at the tutorial.
Hi everyone, do you want to know how to make a simple and easy paper rose?
This paper is a lot stiffer than I anticipated. I can see now construction paper is a lot softer than this scrapbooking paper. Okay, so I have one rose done. Here it is. And one of the things I realized is that I used paper that was one-sided. So I probably should have used construction paper as she said, because then it's the same color on both sides. And I used scrapbooking paper because I wanted something that was prettier and was floral, and scrapbooking paper is way too hard. But that being said, here's my paper rose. Now I do need to let it sit and dry. And now I will make another. So now I'm going to take these 3 bottles and put the flowers in here. So I've got some stems that I cut off of some other flowers. And I'm just going to put them down through the center here very carefully. And there you go. And I will admit, I got the idea of putting the roses in the bottles from Moomdas when she did her Inspired by Redone project. She put 3 pretty little flowers in a set of milk bottles, and I thought that was just absolutely adorable. So I decided to do something similar. So I've been inspired to make these flowers by April Will, from April Will. And inspired to put them in a milk bottle from Moomdas at Life Handmade. So here you go. Look at them. I think it turned out pretty good.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm so proud of myself.
You should be.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your help, dear. So here we go, my little floral arrangement, my spring floral DIY. And it's going to live right here on my kitchen table, right in the center. So I'll probably put a few other things up here, maybe make like a little collage or a little vignette or something like that. But it's going to go right here on the table for a while. And I'm thinking maybe I might eventually move it out on the porch. But if I do put it out on the porch, I'll have to switch out the flowers. But these paper flowers turned out nicely. Now this is the one that I made at first, and it didn't come out very well. And the reason for that is because I used paper that was way too stiff. So when I made these two, these were just made with white copy paper, and this one was with a double-sided scrapbooking paper, but it was a lightweight paper, so it worked out nicely. I was able to fold it and cut it as I needed to. So there you go. Now let me take this opportunity to thank Heidi at Happily Thriving Heidi and Lindsay at Domer Home for hosting this challenge. I tell you what, every time I do one of these DIYs, I am stretched in ways that I never knew I could stretch. So pretty soon I'm going to be the rubber band man, or shall I say the rubber band woman. But I really appreciated the opportunity to learn how to make these paper roses. Now, if you are not familiar with Heidi and Lindsay's channels, I will link them below. Both of them are all about the mom life, as well as things around the home, DIY and all that kind of stuff. And Heidi does a refresh, a different room every month. And then right now, Lindsay is completely doing some refreshing in her home. So you will like what you see over there. And let me be sure to thank April Will at April Will for posting that how to make a paper rose tutorial, because otherwise I'd have been up the creek without a paddle. And be sure to check out my video tomorrow where I am collaborating with Shelly at Born to Book and Ricky at Ricky Loyan, where we are showing a day of thrifting. Each family went out to thrift to meet their own particular family needs, and so it'll be exciting to see what we come up with. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I am a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I'll see you in the next video. Look how good it turned out. Whoa! Do you have to be silly?